We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Push him back. Push him back. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. On play action, Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
By the Dolphins.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Hatchet. Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
52 blaster. After the turnover, it's Tua. Able to find Shaheen here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Bills' 41-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brought him down.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good.
The kick is good.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks, and you give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
26, check 26. Stay at home, stay at home. Stay at home, stay at home. What's that? Mike 55, Mike 55.
Running on first down, Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the carry.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and inches.
Picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
Let's go. 1st down, Dolphins.
Six 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins 3.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Slam. On the ball.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made
at when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
17 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
He's brought down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now left side on the swing pass. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
To Matt Breida.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
From the gun, it's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's go, defense. Our time. This alert, alert, alert. 55.
Throwing again. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes Grant on the return. First by him near the 35. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
38-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here we go, set. Blue, 32.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Levi Wallace brought him down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
33-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. And now they'll throw with Allen. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
At their own
the good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
3rd down.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And able to find John Brown. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, 34 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Bills 13, Dolphins 3.
After the touchdown pass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Look at me. I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. 58, boys, 58.
Tua, a final shot before half. Going deep here for Parker. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
He had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm gonna pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I know run to the bed until we all got them buckets. Yeah, them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 43.
Tua sets up to pass it. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Under crunch.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Oliver made the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Yellow.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try to put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
It's Eckler again. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Stop your whining. Shift! Watch the shift!
On the give, this is Eckler, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy. Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch gears, switch gears. Check, 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 check. Middle.
Operating from the gun, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd. Down.
Intended for John Brown. Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Grant. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing, offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Down to lose 1. Switch. Watch the edge.
43 rail.
Here's a toss right side for Breida. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 12.
Shit.
10 cycle. Need old blue.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
For Davius White on the coverage.
Here's Tua. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a give running left is Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete.
4th down now after a loss of 2.
He's out of
well, I
bounds.
know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Line.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Tua. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now a give to Breida. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Let's get off the field, D. 36, 36.
52 blaster.
Check it out, Reed. $49, guys. Mike, 49.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Carried by the wide receiver.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
24-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Albert Wilson there to make the grab. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, This offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
So we got man.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Middle.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught. Watkins. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Watkins.
Sammy Watkins. 49 yards. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
For the extra point.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. After the touchdown pass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Miami.
2 now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on him man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Third down.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And it's fielded at the 34. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Eluding the pressure right, and it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go, just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And again, it's Allen. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw, got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Back to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
They're not ready for this.
Back to throw. Allen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Silver. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Army.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Tunga Vailoa on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Miami, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. So